Hello guys, welcome to another part of What If Deku Had Flaming Ink. Where we last left off, Deku and Bago just finished the entrance exam for My Hero Academia and they went home. After a few weeks they hung out and stuff, and after a few weeks their letters came and they opened them together, and both of them saw that they were in class 1A, and both of them had a high five. And the next day they just packed their stuff and left for UA. Him and Bago were going together, so because they're best friends here in this what if, so they were just going to the school. And when they came there, almost nobody was there. I'm just going to say that they came, no, there was nobody there, so they came just really uh soon. I forgot how it was. So yeah, my my native language is not English, just so you know that. So let's continue. So him and Bakugo were just waiting there for everybody else to come, and when everybody came there, everybody was talking, and all of a sudden Aizawa came into the classroom and said for everybody to shut up, and that they're going to have an exam to test everybody's quirk's power. and and everybody complained because they had still the thing to go for the first day. And Aizawa said that heroes don't have time for things like that, and he told them if they don't go to the changing rooms he will throw them out of the school. And when everybody heard that, they just went to the lockers to change, and while everybody was changing, they saw how ripped Bako and Deku is, and told them that they're pretty ripped. And both of Deku just thanked Bako, just, yeah, I'm not going to be weak like you losers, Bako told them. So yeah, this is, so they went all outside. Just Deku came before everybody else, even the girls, so that he was just waiting and talking to Aizawa and asked what the test will be about. And Aizawa told them speed, strength, and a few more tests. So everybody came in. Aizawa threw the ball to Deku, and Deku caught the ball, and Aizawa told him to throw the ball because he was first place in the entrance exam. And Deku just powered up in his this, powered up his full this, and just chucked the ball into very far distances. And then so he it went, let's say, 10 kilometers. Yeah, that's about right. And he put a little bit of flame on the ball so he can push the ball even further beyond what he can just throw with a normal throwing. And everybody was shocked at how much he threw it away. So, but he got second on the ball throw because Uraraka's infinity and beyond. So yeah, so after that, everybody got their turns, and yeah, so now is a speed test. Deku got first, Ida second, Bago third. The end jumping test, Deku just jumped over the whole thing. He was like, him, Bakugo, Uraraka were tied for first place on this exam because all of them just could go on almost forever for them. So after the whole exam, Deku was overall first, Bakugo overall second, so stuff and stuff. So a few weeks go by, they do their normal classes, and now is the heroes versus villains exam. One day Aizawa comes in the class and saying that they're going to have an exam, heroes versus villains. so they could see who is better in combat. And so when they all got and they said that All Might will be the instructor for that exam, and All Might just bust through the door saying like, "I'm coming through the door like a normal person," and everybody cheers up for All Might. So after All Might comes, everybody goes, and Deku Hero Suit will be just like uh, command, not army pants, like, but not the long one, just just like those. Just give me one. Just give me 1 second. So yeah, Deku has these kind of pants on. So Deku has these kind of pants on. So let me go back. So when Deku comes out like that, all the girls blush a little bit, not because it's love, just the blush. You would blush if you were a girl and saw somebody like in anime, of course, not real life. If you saw somebody like that muscled come out, and so the pairings were Bakugo and Ida versus Uraka and Deku. So Deku just told Uraka for Uraka to go for Ida, and no, for Uraka to go for Bakugo and Ida, and he'll go for Ida, and Uraka told him sure. So Deku told Uraka to go from the top and he'll go from the bottom. No, no, no. He told Uraka to go from the bottom and he'll go from the top. And Deku just jumped on top of the building and just went down searching for the bomb. And he eventually found the bomb, and him and Ida started fighting. And so cut line here. So we're continuing with Uraka. So as Uraka went into the building, she heard the explosions coming from the upper floor, and Bago just bursting right through the ceiling, and seeing Urakan rushing towards her, picking up her by her arm and just like slamming her on the floor and exploding her in the face. This is still the Bago we know. He's just really good friends with Izuku, so yeah, he wouldn't care about Uraka. And he just and then picks Uraka and throws her into the wall and explodes her again and knocks her out. Yeah, Uraka would be no. Oh, no, sorry. Let's continue. While Deku just did almost the same thing to Ida. But no, you know what he did? He picked up Ida by his throat and threw Ida out of the window. So, I don't know in which floor they were. I'm just going to say they were on the fifth floor. And when he threw Ida out of the fifth floor, he jumped out too, and started hitting Ida in the air, hitting him in the face, hitting him in the chest, hitting him in the arms. Uh, his bones were just a little bit cracked, and he took Ida by the face and slammed him into the ground from the fifth floor. And if you ask how to survive it, I don't know. Everybody in my family somehow has tougher skin than metal. So let's just continue. And Ida was knocked the heck out. There ain't no way Ida coming back from that. And when Bago heard a commotion outside of the explosion, when Bago came, Deku just made a basketball made out of fire and just threw it at Bago's face, exploding Bago's face. Deku just going, grabbing Bago by the both arms, throwing a bomb into the air, getting Bago like it's like a Superman, like hitting continuously into the sky, and Deku just goes, gets Bago by his legs and throws him at the ground. And right when about Bago was going to hit the ground, he was below and grabbed Bago by his back and German suplex slammed him into the ground, knocking out Bago too. Oh, sorry, that's one of my favorite YouTubers. So let's continue. After Deku hit him into the ground, he was just knocked out cold too, and and All Might announced on the speaker that the heroes wins, and Deku just picked up what was Bakugo, Uraka, and Ida from the floor, taking them to recovery girl. So this was the exam. Everybody does the same. Deku's team wins, heroes win, and blah 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 blah. After Deku teams wins, Deku just uh when Ida wakes up, Deku just apologizes him for being that harsh on Ida. Ida just tells it's fine, you had to do what you had to do, and everything goes like that, and uh-huh. And so the after a few months, I'm going to say, I don't remember how much, but every few weeks an exam, that's too much. So I'm just going to say after 1 month, Aiza came into class again and saying that they're going to go to USJ. I forgot for what was this. They're just going to USJ. So while they were on the bus, everybody was asking. It got to Deku's turn, and everybody asked what Deku's quirk is, and Deku told them that his quirk is Inky Flamy Ink. And the second Shoto heard that Flame, he almost gotten he like hated Deku. So Deku was explained that he can create any object made out of fire, but mm, any object made out of fire, and he can make like fire across his body like tattoos, so that increases his strength by a whole lot, but it also depends on how much muscle he has, and he has a pretty good amount of muscle, so he can up to how much ever he wants, but he can't use his core forever because he will overheat his body and he won't be able to use his quirk anymore. And they arrived at USJ, but I'm leaving you guys on a cliffhanger because I have no more idea what to do. So, not that I don't have an idea, it is that motivation went. My motivation go brrr, bye.